Ooh, I wanted to watch this video because I haven't watched a Gigguk video like this in a while. It's Spring Anime 2026 in a nutshell. And I think those tend to be funny. And also they kind of like let me know what the hell is airing that season with like a nice little overview without having to scroll through my anime list for it. So I thought it'd be fun to watch that. So we're gonna react to Spring Anime 2026 in a nutshell. Let's go.
And now, time for my coveted intro about the new anime season where I complain about there being too many shows. Oh my god, there's too many bloody shows! Ah!
He's right. Oh. That's... Oh my god.
Ah, Drops of God. An
That was
anime
impressive.
about expert sommelier.
The guy in the
wine
background was
lovers.
frying me.
And
The
everyone who
pure
says
look of
that's just
shock.
Alcoholics written in cursive.
Holy shit, Ari, it's for you.
ブラインドテイスティングですか
Jacob's Creek Chardonnay 1991. Drink, drink, drink.
When I first read the
I don't know if
manga
that
of
was
this,
my
I had
culture,
no
V.
interest in wine, but I don't know. Something about the concept of having a Japanese king of wine who died and will leave his one treasure of his vast wine collection to the one person that can go out into the world and find the singular best bottle of wine that may or may not exist appeal to. Oh my god, it's fucking Wine Piece.
It's the wine piece. The wine piece.
I tell you what, though, folks, that's bloody nice.
嘘またバグで動かねえ早く出ねえかな修正パッチ
Oh man, imagine waiting for a game to patch when you can play a game that's just come out and Zero is now apparently in one of the peak arcs of the entire series according to light novel readers, and that makes me even more excited
I'll have
for
to
this
catch
one,
up to
'cause I
that.
already enjoyed season 3 immensely. I got reincarnated as a slime is into its 4th season now, and this time it's coming back with 5 whole cores. That's like 60 plus
Holy
episodes, so I
shit.
can't wait to see more of this.
Luke is going to use his laser pointer to point to account setup. Then a whole new no. Luke.
Season 1 of Wistoria was a boatload of fun, so I'm excited to see what season 2 has been cooking. We even got Ascendance of a Bookworm. If you're an Isekai fan, you are absolutely feasting with these sequels coming out, but of course, I've saved the best till last because we got the highly anticipated The Beginning After the End Season 2, and guys, sorry, wrong player. And guys, you may hate me for saying
never
this,
heard
but
of
this
this.
looks
What the
like a
fuck?
genuine improvement. Look, there's actual movements. I think we've doubled the frame count now.
Season 3
to
was
10.
horrible?
I'm just
What?
saying, if this
Really?
improvement rate
I haven't
continues, by
seen
the
it.
time season 20 hits, Invincible season 4 might
I
just
gotta
have some
catch up.
crazy competition.
It's like, hey, everybody look at me. I'm 1 part robot and 3 parts asshole.
Anime has this amazing power of getting you invested in niche activities you'd never even heard of before, and I'm sure a bunch of new gen fans are about to discover Rakugo thanks to Akane Banashi.
えこの野郎おめえまんじゅうこうやって言いながら食ったりしまったりしや
Now, if this is your first show about Rakugo and don't know what it is, it's a traditional art of Japanese storytelling where a lone performer recites stories while sat down, using only minimal props and movements to convey the characters through subtle changes in their pitch, their tone, and...
This manga runs in the same magazine as Jujutsu Kaisen.
It's yapping with aura.
領域展開
This is a Shonen Jump adaptation that turns Rakugo into a revenge plot with battles, tournament
fuck?
arcs, and aura, coming from the director whose latest works include Witch Hat Atelier. Because
What?
directing one anime of the season contender wasn't enough.
I want more
This is one of the
Want
best
more.
examples of how anime can make a gripping, engaging story around an activity you have
They
zero
make it look hard,
interest in.
though.
Because guys, remember, this isn't just yapping. It's
yapping with aura.
Japan.
Yeah, yapping Japan. Yeah, I kind of want to watch this now. Incredible
concept.
editing,
What if the
thank
powers
you.
of each season was given to 4 individuals, and these agents were the ones
Ooh, this looks
responsible
very
for
pretty
the changing
too.
of seasons around the world. Spring fucks off and Japan doesn't see cherry blossoms for a decade. Assassins are hired to try and murder the agents of winter. No idea about whose idea that was, and right from the very first episode, you feel the emotional
Yo,
weight
this
the
looks
story tries
cool.
to tell, which should come as no surprise coming from the creator of Violet Evergarden. And while
Oh,
Kyoto Animation
okay,
is
I will be
animating
watching
this one,
that.
Studio Wit is definitely a worthy successor with how beautiful these early episodes looked. Pair that with Kensuke Ushio doing Kensuke Ushio things, and I definitely felt the emotions.
Yeah, well, I will be
coming out
watching
watching
that.
These characters bawl their
Yeah, hold
eyes
on, I'm
out,
opening my
finally
anime
being
list on
able
my
to
second
experience
monitor.
The beautiful turning of
Hold on. Agents of 4 Seasons. Agents. Where is it? Agents of 4 Seasons? Is it this one? Is that the name? Oh yeah, it is. Oh, I'm not logged in. What? How's that possible? Hold on. What? Oh. I don't know why the Monster Hunter music just randomly spawned into my brain. Plan to watch. Hell yeah. Wait, no, why did I close Mal? What am I doing? What was the name of the previous one? Akane Banashi. Okay. You can watch it on YouTube? Maybe. Akane Banashi. Oh yeah, that shit's got good reviews as well already. God damn. No, not read. No, what? Ah. Wrong. Wrong one. Wrong. I fucked up. That's the fucking manga. I want the anime. Not to watch. There you go. It was a misinput. Misinput. You did the exact same thing I did with the same reaction at the same time. What can I say?
Spring once again.
We're synced up, homie.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting here in Thailand like, oh shit, summer's finally here. Oh shit, winter's finally here. Oh shit, spring's finally here. Oh shit,
Yeah?
autumn's finally here.
I don't think you got seasons over there,
There's always
buddy.
one show every season I know is going to slip under everyone's radar, and this time it's the turn of Nippon Sangoku. When I first saw the trailer of this, I thought this was going to be another historical anime, but no. In fact, it's set in the future. A future where
What?
Japan has gone through a revolution, and the USA and China have both teamed up to overthrow Japan. The ruined Japan has been split up into
What
three
the fuck?
powers, and from the ashes we follow the rise of its new strategist, John Sangoku, a smart man lacking in motivation until his wife gets executed, heads put in a box, and decides to fight back against the murderers by spouting logic and philosophy. Blood literally looked at his wife killers in the eye and hit him with the Yes, if you couldn't tell, this is Romance of the Three Kingdoms meets post-apocalyptic Japan in one of the most stylized, visually distinct series in the entire season. And if that wasn't enough of a reason to put this show on your radar, I heard some random Aussie bloke was doing the music for it too. Alright guys, recent studies have shown that the new generation
Could be
is drinking
cool.
less alcohol. How do we get those sales numbers back up? Ooh, I got it. I got an answer. If you're gonna say
Another
cute
alcohol
girls
anime?
drink alcohol, cute girls drink alcohol. I
Nando
told you, that's
demo.
too basic
Yeah.
nowadays. We need to add something more to spice things up. Gay. Make him gay.
Okay, man.
Wine 一緒にどう
Alright, drops of God. You may have the world's 12 finest wines. You may have your fancy sommeliers. You can decanter it from such a height, but what's the point unless you can watch some cute anime girls doing the activity instead? And best
Yeah,
of all, you
that's
got a
probably
dorm
gonna
full
win
of
over
them.
it.
And we all know what that means in the world of anime. Gay girls. Guys, just because we have an all-female cast doesn't mean they're gay.
私寮長の舌が欲しいな
Oh, they're gay. Super gay. Come on, can you not tell?
ガブガブガブガブガブガブ
What is happening? Motherfuckers are dying.
What is this show? A new fantasy action from Studio Bones? Alright, now this looks like Bones at their prime. This is the type of show you drop everything to immediately... Oh, it's from the author of Fullmetal Alchemist? I mean, I guess I can wait a bit before I watch it. Demons of the Shadow Realm. The return
What does
of the
that
author
mean?
teaming up with Studio Bones in an anime that feels like it's walked straight out of prime late 2000s action fantasy show.
Wait, this
Just
looks
look at
kinda
this.
sick, though.
We are so back. There's our main character.
Was that dogs on the screen?
I mean, just look at this. We are so
Yep,
back.
that's dogs
There's
on the
our main
screen. Hell yeah.
character, Ryan, Hawkeye, there's Ed, no, Elric, Envy's here. Oh man, I can't wait for Troy Mustang to come over with this fire I don't know what I'm talking about. By far the biggest draw for me though is, spoilers for episode 1 if you want to go in blind, the setting.
中に馬が入っててすごい速さで走る
You thought this was a historical Demon Slayer-ass fantasy setting? Nah, it's the modern day with cars and helicopters. You've got demons who can gobble up people and fighting spirits with superhuman strength. And, well, also, there's the secret technique that's been passed down the Armstrong
line for generations.
Okay. Guns. Yeah. No, that makes sense.
I'm an absolute sucker for settings that combine traditional fantasy power systems in the modern day. So it turns out the secret to finally getting me to watch Full Metal Alchemist was for it to not be Full Metal Alchemist.
That's so fucking stupid. Also, what was the name of this show? Demons of the Shadow Realm. Okay.
Now every season I go through the spiel of highlighting the same 20 copy-paste isekai shows
It will
that
be
come out,
considered.
and I get it. You're tired of seeing the same stories catering towards the most unrealistic self-insert power fantasies, so I think it's time we just focus on the original things going on in other genres. Like gals can't be kind to otakus. Now this is a new romance comedy set in high school, and you see, unlike your typical unoriginal isekai protagonist, the main character here is actually a nerd who's a bit shy and socially anxious around girls, which, you know, is a concept we haven't really seen before in anime. Now he gets noticed by
It's
the
the
popular
same
gyarus
fucking
in
thing.
class, and I know what you're thinking. Dress up, darling. 2.5D seduction. Tomazaki-kun. Well, now hold on a second. The twist here, unlike those other shows, is that this gyaru is secretly a nerd. Yeah, I know, right? A popular girl that likes anime. So, despite being almost polar opposites, they get to bond with the main character through this niche hobby. And I mean, I'm pretty sure the last time we saw a concept like this, the Zenin clan still existed. And then we got I fell in love with the second prettiest girl in class. It's a high...
That's such a stupid fucking. Okay, that's dumb, but that's good. He got me off guard with that one. He caught me off guard with that one. That's pretty good.
school romance comedy. And the
You want a
interesting thing here is
review?
that the main
I don't know
character
about
is a
that.
nerd, and that's combined with this idea that he's kind of shy, probably has some social anxiety. But it's okay because he gets noticed by one of the popular girls in class. Now, under any other
Ooh, she's a
circumstances,
cutie.
these two would be
I like the
complete
hair.
polar opposites. But the real hook is that this girl
Is
is
a
also
nerd.
secretly a nerd in the exact
I'm
same
shocked.
hobby as our main character that they also bond over.
is literally
And, I mean, do I
Tomozaki-kun.
need to say anymore? I think the last time we saw a concept like this, the Zenin clan was still fighting. Don't forget the klutzy class president and the girl with the short skirts. It's a romance comedy, this time in high school, about two people who are complete polar opposites with a Gary-inspired design for the main character. Love that concept. The Zenin clan was just murdered the last time we saw that. Mistress Kanan is devilishly easy. It's a romance comedy starring the popular girl in class in high school of all places, who this time is a devilish succubus type character with the classic design philosophy of my boobs enter the room a full second before I do, taking interest in a guy who is her complete polar opposite. Honestly, it's so refreshing to see an anime where the popular girl in class goes for the normal guy. I mean, where is the Zenin clan now? It has been that long since we last saw that. I Want to End This Love Game takes an original twist to the romance comedy genre by setting off the story of protagonists starting a new phase in their lives. In high school. Two characters who both like each other, but they don't realize they actually have feelings for one another, so they just drop subtle hints every day like,
愛してるぜミク
and
愛してるよユキヤ
and you know what? I get it. Sometimes you just gotta be upfront with your feelings.
Where's
and
the
not
anime
leave
where
things
it's like
room for
two
ambiguity.
losers that fall in love with each other, bro? Where is that? That you know, I feel like that would be more realistic.
Even a replica can fall in love is a high school romance drama.
What's up, Rez? How you doing?
Comedy in it. We've got Gambare Nakamura-kun. Now, this is a new high school-based comedy with romance aspects to it. We got a shy main character. Love to see it. But it also does capture this retro aesthetic that feels exactly like it came out of a time period where you look at a guy acting all nervous and flustered like this and go, "Why are you, mate? Gay? I mean, look at this guy." So anyway, this is a series about him trying to confess to
art
another
style reminds
man.
me of
Hirio
Ranma.
Fan Club. Now, this is one of my favorite new comedies, and it just so happens to be about a romance in high school. This time we have two girls dealing with social anxiety.
キリオくんのそばでおなら
Okay, that's a little
も聞けないの
different.
にキリオくんがおなら
神でもおならはしていいだろ。
もしもキリオくんのおならが引くほど爆音だったら
Okay, man.
嬉しすぎるだろ。
And by that, I mean anyone in society gets anxious when talking to them. There's even a romance comedy not set in high school.
Here are your
I'm
two
not sure about
losers,
this
yeah.
one, though.
Okay,
I'm
that
all for
works.
Anime pushing boundaries with their ideas, but this one might be a bit too experimental for my liking. Okay, now we're talking original. Reincarnation. Imagine you wake up one day and you're 10 years younger. No, you've not de-aged. You've traveled back and woken up as your younger self. Well, that's exactly what happened to Hybera. Imagine everything you could achieve with the knowledge you have. You could rectify all your regrets, buy some Bitcoin, invest in Nvidia stocks, warn the world about COVID. The possibilities are endless. So then, my god, he decides to get with the popular girl in school in this new high school romance comedy.
Dude, the ReZero like clips are such a smart thing to use for this.
Alright, for real though, somehow there's more new romance coming out than seemingly anything else, so it can be hard to pick
it's
what
so
to watch,
good.
but I did enjoy this one. Yes, it's another romance show in high school. But it does come from the author of one of my favorite romance anime of last season. You and I are polar opposites.
I haven't seen that one
this
yet.
one is pretty much the polar opposite of that. One of the hallmarks that remains is that the author is able to craft insanely relatable moments through its characters, no matter their personality. So, if I did have to pick a single romance show to watch this season, it would... Oh my god,
They animated that fucking scene? Oh my god, no way! I remember years ago when the manga for Rent a Girlfriend published that chapter. It like fucking took Twitter by storm. So the context for anyone who does not know, this scene, this scene. So, story moment. This dude wants to date this girl that he rented as a girlfriend, okay? Except she does not want to date him, and he keeps trying for a very long time, okay? And then eventually, he sees the girl that he likes with another dude who happens to work in the same field as her, or something like that, right? And this scene is him imagining himself getting cucked and getting a boner. I'm not kidding. This is legitimately the actual context to that scene. He is imagining himself getting cucked, and he gets a boner because of that while lying in the pool like a fucking... like the Gojo scene where Gojo is like illuminated in the fucking sky. Like the Gomen, Amanai. You know the one? It's that, but in the pool, getting cucked and having a boner. That's why it's I alone am the cucked one. Yes, pretty much. Yeah, that's him. He alone is the cucked one. That's the scene. That's the whole scene. And they finally got to the point where they animated it, I guess. Legendary moment. I did not expect that.
Single romance show to watch this season. It would... Oh my god, they did it! It's beautiful! Absolute cinema! Rent a Girlfriend is here, baby! That's right! 15 million copies sold, 400 chapters in, and 9 years still going strong. We're gonna outsell Naruto. We're gonna outlast One Piece. Look at this prime rating.
Oh my god, 5.94 is insane.
Proving me wrong. We're pushing boundaries with this one, baby. Anyway, let's see what's going on with the Isekai this season.
What the fuck? Okay. That one's too crazy for me. I can already tell.
The same old Isekai to me. Okay, this feels like it could be an Isekai. Is it an Isekai? Yep, it's an Isekai. Now this seems more like your typical power fantasy. Look, they're so powerful, there is no way they could lose. They're so far ahead of the competition, they can't throw this. There's no way they can throw this.
Uh-oh.
Rumiko Takahashi is still somehow active with a new show after all these years.
What are you gonna do? Bleed
When I see little white rabbits like that, I'm terrified after watching ReZero, man.
With Ranma getting remade, and now this, we seem to have met her in a very Chinese time in her life. Oh, hell yeah! Another assassin
Aren't we all?
anime.
結婚っていいイメージなかったけどよ。今日お前が話してんのを見て、な悪いもんじゃねえのかなって思う。
Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it.
Another romance anime. Yep. Bones is here with a double this season, and this
Okay,
one
this
is
one
right
I'm kind
out
of
of Spy
interested in.
Family playbook with another assassin comedy, this time with a romance twist. See, you've got an assassin who's been forced to produce an heir, and he teams up with the world's biggest marriage swindler to find him a suitable partner. And honestly, this was just solid fun with some great action and wacky comedy. But we already know how this is gonna go. She's gonna end up setting up with some ladies. He goes on some dates, but I mean, just look at her, man. He's eventually gonna fall in love with her. They'll have this will they, won't they between them. And
Yeah,
then
who
they'll
cares?
end up with
I'm
them
watching.
Having sweet, sweet babies. Cause let's be real, King Arthur couldn't pull me out of this.
私男だし
Well, I mean, boys, it's 2026. We gotta respect great bakers, because remember, cake
Hell
is
yeah.
cake, even if it's banana flavored. Anyway, what's next?
How
Cock.
fat are we talking? It's about that size. Okay,
Ah, yes. We got Cockfighter, a new show about superpowered cockfighting massive cock using the mega ultra power of cock to save all cocks around them in this cock shattering event where everyone is relying on cock to save us all.
Cock. Wait, they're remaking
Then we go
Fist
from
of the
Cox
North
and
Star?
Monster-inspired show to the actual Fist of...
I'm sorry, what? Okay, also, I want to add Marriage Toxin. Marriage Toxin. That looks cute. Plan to watch. Boom. Dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, 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 dum. There we go.
North Star remake.
That looks horrendous.
Pakuto.
Oh no.
Ah, yes.
You
One
did
of the
not
most
just do
legendary
that.
anime franchises of all time.
God!
No Ken.
What the fuck?
There's a
You
new
did
anime
not
about
just do
Optus,
that,
which is the
bro.
first time I've seen anime
Holy
tackle
shit.
that topic. Oh, hey.
It's
a
Toyota
series exploring
Chevrolet.
what it's like being a fan of VTubers.
Wait, where did he go?
I wonder what they will have to say.
あなたは死にたくなったことある？毎晩。
I'm conflicted about this.
I've
one.
somehow never
On
seen
one
that
hand,
clip
from a
until
production
now. Wait,
standpoint,
which
this
clip?
is one of the most visually interesting with some of the most
the
genuinely
Hawk
unique
Tour?
direction in the entire
You didn't miss
season,
out on anything.
tackling the topic of the darker side of online influencers, which is a theme that is right up my alley. But on the other hand, damn.
人をたくさん殺してお金がもらえるなんて最高！リアルと一緒でしょ？
This has the subtlety of a Sawano drop. This is what it's like following a cast of walking Google Dockies. Like, I see the vision, the flip-flop between showing shades of being the perfect blue or lane of streaming, but sometimes it's just missing that nuance to make its messaging hit, and ends up reading more like some Facebook mom post about social media with the caption, "Images that make you think." Have you ever found your kid snorting his iPhone? I'm gonna give this one a few more episodes, but I'm hoping it doesn't get even more in-your-face edgy, or it's actually gonna want to make me die. That was a joke, guys. It's a joke. I'm not being serious. There's nothing anime could ever show me that would actually make me consider dying.
今やれること全力で。
What is this gonna be, bro? This is gonna be stupid.
Okay, actually, except just in time for the HBO remake,
Ew.
we got Harry Potter and the Black Anus. You know what? Sure,
What
we can
the
talk about this
fuck?
basically being the princess and the frog, except French kissing some cat's balls. But honestly, I was equally shocked to see a genuine, by the handbook, old school panty shot in the big 2-6. Like for real, I saw this and flinched like a veteran watching war movies or a kid hearing 6-7. See, if you want to go down the edgy route, you gotta fully commit to not giving a shit. Like, how about a power system where you slit your throat to summon historical figures of the past, where power scalers can finally settle the debate of who would win in a battle royale between Albert Einstein, Isaac Newton, Pol Pot, and... yeah. It's Fate Stay Right, Unlimited War Crimes. And then we have a new show called Ghost Concert from
Okay,
the
man.
guys behind Symphogear that has given us another music anime with more great animation and action. Finally, the 12
caught off guard by
Symphogear
that one.
fans can finally start recommending the show to... the same 12 Symphogear fans. Aaron the Southpaw. Here's an interesting one. The original creator himself has come out to personally say he funded a small portion of this anime, which unsurprisingly has my respect. The mark of a true artist making a story about what it feels like getting into the world of art and the struggles of being a full-time artist. Let's see what this series has to say. Are you doing okay, bruv? This last
think he
season,
is.
we had Freeren, sentenced to be a hero. Now we're getting more ReZero, Slime, and Mushoku Tensei is just around the corner. I don't think it's a reach to say that fantasy anime is going through a goddamn golden age right now, and yet,
Yeah, I mean-
despite all of these heavyweights duking it out, somehow there is still space for one more juggernaut to enter the ring.
What? Oh yeah, Witch Hat Atelier. I almost forgot that he has to talk about this.
Witch Hat Atelier is a series that stands toe-to-toe with the best the genre has given us recently. But what sets it apart?
I've only seen 3 episodes,
Freeren
but it's very
is
nice so
such
far.
an emotionally poignant tale that has the power to change you for the better. Dungeon Meshi builds a world that feels so alive and connected on such an intricate level, and while Witch Hat is no slouch in either of those, the aspect it stands on a class of its own is its approach to magic. Magic by design is not typically something we're meant to comprehend. We see its effects, we see the broad strokes, but for the most part, magic remains exactly that. Magical, some fantastical concept beyond our understanding. But what if it wasn't? Witch Hat presents us with a magic system that brings a sense of tangibility I've not seen before in fantasy anime. At its core, it's a system a child could understand, and they do. Crafting a system that's so beautifully simple to grasp, you could start inventing your own spells in this universe. Yet as the series goes on, you begin to realize how infinitely complex it is to fully master. Magic. It's just another tool in this world. So what kind of world would evolve if the only thing stopping everyone from using it is the knowledge to do so? Every conflict, every character motivation, every beautiful and terrifying moment stems from these foundations.
That's
from
cool.
the groundwork it lays, it
When
tells
Gojo
tales that
start
will
wearing
change the
hats.
way you think
Fun
about
fact,
magic in a
actually,
fantasy setting.
the
Some of the production values of this,
from my understanding of things, the Witch Hat Atelier manga was made before. I don't know if it's a light novel or a manga or something. I remember seeing something about the source material being made before Gojo showed up. So technically, if you want to be pedantic, Gojo would be inspired by this guy, probably. 100% no Kifre is going to turn into an evil twink. Probably not.
out of this world.
But yeah, Kifre's
Not just
design is
animation,
older
you're
than
the composer
Gojo's.
of the Souls franchise doing the music. But that's the thing, this is just the bar now for highly anticipated franchises like this. Jujutsu Kaisen, Frieren. It's kind of hard now for new series without this level of hype to creep up and rival this level of quality. But things might be about to change, because I've heard rumors there could be this one show, a new show that has seemingly come out of nowhere and has gotten the Japanese animation industry quaking. Some say that with the staff members behind it, it could eclipse some of the best work that Studio Mappa, Ufotable, and Kyoto Animation has been able to achieve in the industry. And guys, I was actually lucky enough to get a sneak peek that I can now share with all of you. That's right, baby! 5 seasons strong!
I knew he was trolling.
Back. We're here saving anime with this one!
The Wang piece is
Hey guys,
not
hope you enjoyed
real.
the
Okay,
video.
bro.
Thank you very much this month to Author Curtis Eckstein, Basil, Shouting Zombie, Tabazo 1989, Payne Patchett, Pony Stark, Watergeist VT, Dysfunctional
Good
Degenerate,
video.
Flabberwocky, Misaka 12315,
Solid video.
Mike 808, Jonathan, and everyone else on my Patreon for helping to support me for this.
Doom, 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 doom.